Good morning, Elasmere boys. Today we will start a new chapter as Natural Vegetation of India. As we know, forests cover almost 30% of the earth's surface, and they are important not only for human beings but animals, but also for the planet Earth as a whole. We depend on earth, forest to meet many of our needs. They give us food, building materials, fuel, medicines, and also shelter to wildlife. So, just look around you to see how forests have affected our life. From the breakfast you eat to the book you read, from the medicine that you use to a bus or car that you use to travel, forest products are used in many of our day-to-day activities. So let's look at the importance of forest. Forest provides livelihood. Around 1.6 billion people depend on forest for their livelihood. According to a study, over 2 billion people rely on forest for shelter, livelihood, food, and fuel security. Forests are biodiversity hotspots. Forests are home to more than 80% of all terrestrial species of animals, plants, and insects. Forests serve as a watershed. A watershed is a high piece of land that catches rainfall and other precipitation and divides the flow of water into a marsh, stream, river, lake, and groundwater. The watershed that are forested absorb rainfall and snow melt, slow storm runoff, recharge aquifers, sustain stream flows, filter pollutants from the air and runoff before they enter into the waterways. They also provide critical habitat for fish and wildlife. In addition, forested watersheds provide abundant recreational opportunities, help support local economies, and provide an expensive source of drinking water and improve the quality of our lives. Forest gives many economic benefits, like they sustain a large number of full-time jobs in such activities such as logging and lumbering and so on. In addition, they also provide income from forest tourism. Another one of the most important factor of forest is climate control. Carbon dioxide, that is CO2, is a greenhouse gas. So every year humans add a huge amount of CO2 by burning fossil fuels, which has contributed to global warming. Trees use energy from sunlight to convert CO2 in the atmosphere into sugars. As we know, the process is known as photosynthesis. We can plant trees as young forests grow rapidly and soak up carbon more quickly than mature forests. Let's look at the other importance of forest. Forest helps in regulating atmospheric temperature. Trees and soil help to regulate atmospheric temperature through a process called evapotranspiration, which helps to stabilize the climate. Additionally, they enrich the atmosphere by absorbing greenhouse gases and producing oxygen. Trees also help to remove air pollutants. We can ensure that the forests continue to provide environmental benefits for future generations by replacing the felled trees with the new ones. So evapotranspiration is a combination of transpiration as well as the evaporation process. Let's look at to the conservation of forests. Why do we need to maintain the forest and forest products? As we know that forest conservation means the proper use of forest resources without causing any adverse effect on our economy or environment. People's participation in any forest conservation program is extremely important. One of this most important program is Van Mahotsav. Van Mahotsav was launched to make people aware of the importance of the planting trees. It was started to create awareness in the mind of people for the conservation of forests and planting of new trees. Van Mahotsav is celebrated as Festival of Life. In India, it was started as a crusade to save Mother Earth. The name Van Mahotsav means the Festival of Trees basically. It began in July 1947 after a flourishing tree planting drive was undertaken in Delhi, in which national leaders like Dr. Rajendra Prasad and Jawaharlal Nehru participated. The festival was simultaneously celebrated in number of states in India. Now, Van Mahotsav is being celebrated in every year in the first week of July. One of the most leading movement is Chipko movement. It is a perfect example of general public awareness about forest. The Chipko movement or the Chipko Andolan was forest conservation movement in India. It began in 1970s in Uttarakhand, then a part of Uttar Pradesh, which is mostly at the foothills of Himalayas, and went on to become a rallying point for many future environmental movements all over the world. It created a precedent for starting non-violent protest in India. Let's look at some other conservation points. We need to reforestation all the time. The reforestation is actually the regrowing of forest that have previously cut down using tree species that are native to the geographical area. You can see in the slide, there is a picture at 2001 where the trees has been cut down, and the same replanting has been done during this 19 years gap, and in 2009 the whole region is now being covered with enormous amounts of trees and plants. So forest reforestation program should be done on the daily basis. Next, we will move forward to the Forest Conservation Act in 1980 was enacted by the Government of India to help conserve the country's forest. It strictly restricts and regulates the de-reservation of forest or use of forest land for non-forest purpose without the prior approval of the central government. To meet this end, the Act lays down the prerequisites for the diversion of forest land and non-forest purposes. It means that all of the whole area of the forest is not available for open for people in non-forested communities. There are certain restricted laws are being put up to save the forest and for the living being of the forest animals and plants and insects. Now let's look at the next part, which is the social forestry. Social forestry may be defined as a science and art of growing trees in and outside traditional forest areas like barren and deforested land with the purpose of helping environmental, social and rural development. The term social forestry was first used in 1976 by National Commission on Agriculture, Government of India. So we can say that social forestry may be defined as a science and art of growing trees in and outside traditional forest areas like barren and deforested lands with the purpose of helping environmental, social and rural development. Let's look at one of the important part of forestry, that is agroforestry, is a method and system of land management involving simultaneous cultivation of phases of crops and trees. It ensures a continuous food supply, some continuous economic return, and the avoidance of the soil degradation. In the other word, the practice of growing tree crops or some other fast growing trees along with the main crop. So agroforestry is one of the important sustainable land management technique involving a combination of different agriculture, horticulture, forestry and livestock practices. Something it is closely related to community forestry and also on the other hand homestead forestry. Some of the steps that can be taken for forest conservation are: number 1, indiscrimination deforestation should be prohibited. Number 2, wastage of timber fuel wood should be avoided. Number 3, biogas should be used to supplement fuel wood. Number 4, reforestation of the deforested area should be undertaken. Number 5, forest fire should be prevented. Number 6, large afforestation should be done in the areas unfit for agriculture. And lastly, number 7, operations called improved cutting and selective cutting should be adopted in forest management. Lastly, we all must realize that the fact that the destruction of forest is an irreversible process and that the uses of forest, both direct and indirect, are so large that the forests are an index of prosperity. Keeping in view the benefits that we derive from forest, it is very important that the strong steps are taken to conserve the forest. So this is the first part of the natural vegetation chapter. We will move on to the next part where we will talk about the different types of forests in India. Till then, maintain social distancing. Keep washing your hands. Thank you. Stay safe.